This morning we kick off a brand new series aimed at helping you get healthy and fit. Throughout the week we'll be introducing you to some new ideas to help you get active and stay healthy.
And to kick off our Better You week, we sent Ryan Kalei-Suji to the mats at the largest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school in the state, and he is live at the facility on South King Street this morning. Good morning, Ryan.
Hey, good morning, guys. That's right. We're here at the Gracie Barra University, and I'm joined with some of the students from the university as they've been sort of demonstrating what they go through normally here in this art of jiu-jitsu. I'm joined this morning by Gavin as well. Gavin, so someone like me, I've never done jiu-jitsu before. What would be some of the process, and what would I go through in order to get acclimated to this jiu-jitsu?
Okay, so the first thing that you would do is come in for a class. It's actually a free class so that you can try it out, see if you actually like it. And what we do is put you into your own rental gi, and then you go right on the mat right away. What you do is you do start off with the warm-ups like just the rest of our students do, and then from there we start doing techniques right away. And then so first you learn a stand-up technique, after that 2 ground techniques, and then we do actually resistance training so you can see how your techniques actually fare up against somebody else. And
so you're getting active from the beginning, really, after you learn some of the techniques. And you're actually going to take us through one of those stand-up techniques this morning, correct?
Correct, yeah.
All right, so go ahead and take us through.
So Teddy. So in this self-defense technique, it's going to be a standing technique where Teddy comes up as an aggressor. He's going to grab me under my arms, and the very worst thing that can happen is Teddy pulls me all the way in towards his hips. Because if he breaks my posture, now he can throw me to the ground very easily, and you know, Teddy's a really rough guy, so he's going to punch me until he knocks me out and that kind of thing. So I don't want that to happen. So I take my hands here, I cup them in front of my body, just to help keep his hips away from me, and I sprawl out just slightly. From here, I take one hand, and I'm going to stick my hand, the hand that's on the same side of his head, under his arm, here, and I walk to his side. After I walk to his side, I make sure that I grab his tricep here, my other hand against his hip here, and now I put my head up against his chest. The reason I have my head up against his chest is just so that he can't strike me with either his knees or either one of his arms, and he can't headbutt me at the same time. So from here, if I didn't want to throw him, which I'm going to do, I could just try to calm him down from this position. This is called a safe clinch. Okay, so in this position here, you're actually very safe. From here, I now point my foot the same way I want to throw him. I've stepped my other foot up, shoulder width apart, here. Now, it's really important that I get my hip all the way to the other side of his body. Once I get my hip to the other side of his body, I now bend my knees, I pick him up onto my hips here, and from here, I'm now just going to turn and look over my right shoulder. Teddy hits the ground, breaks fall very safely, okay? From here, I push his neck down, so I flatten him out. My shin goes across his belly. From here, now I'm actually in a good safe position too. I posture up so that if my aggressor wanted to punch me, he cannot punch me, right? And if I wanted to finish the fight, all I have to do is bring my hand inside here, push his shoulder down, and then just put a little bit of pressure, and he'll tap, okay?
Awesome job. Well, let me quickly talk to Teddy here. Teddy, you've been kind of getting slammed around all morning long here. Does that hurt at all?
Nah.
And how long have you been doing this?
Jiu-jitsu about almost like 9 months.
So somewhat fairly new, but kind of learning your way through?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being the demonstration here this morning instead of me. Maybe I'll get thrown around a little bit later, but we'll see. And coming up, we're going to continue to introduce you to more things from the Gracie Barra University. Back to you guys.
Ryan, he's only done this for 9 months, and he's learned quite a bit. How difficult are some of these techniques and moves? And how long does it take?
Well, you know, one of the things is you just have to kind of get down the basic techniques. And believe it or not, there's actually a technique to falling properly. Wow. So that's one of the things that we were going through earlier. So you know not to, you know how to fall when being put in that kind of situation so you don't actually hurt yourself. So it's really important to learn that basic techniques. And that's some of the things that we're going to be learning this morning.
All right, some great self-defense moves. Ryan, thank you for that live report. Great to see you out there.